Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Gloria, and this is Yoga with Gloria. So welcome to all my returning students and any of you new yogis joining us for the first time. Please go in the comments so I know you're there and where you're from. So I started this live stream because of the coronavirus, canceled all my yoga classes. So basically it's for my students to continue their yoga practice with me, but I thought I'd share it with the world. So please, like, share with your friends so more people can calm down out there. Okay, any questions, you can type them on the side and then I'll get to them when I can, or my support team will. Okay, I can't see who's joined. And today's class is going to be for the health of your back, if you have low back pain especially, but it's not for acute pain. So really you have to watch and listen to your body and modify as needed. So, hello Layla, yay, Saunders, Suresh, welcome back, Charlotte, Mel from Oakland, oh, Charlotte's from Tubular probably. Abigail, yay, welcome back. Karen, thank you, yay, Lily's family is here. Okay, let's get started. Oh, so if you want, it might be helpful to get like a towel or a strap or a belt, especially if you're not as flexible, you'll need it. And then it's like a book or a pillow or a block, or a chair just on the side there, or a couch or something. All right. So we'll just start with a quick checking in with your body, closing your eyes. Let's take one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart, and just settle down into our breath. Before we begin, just try to relax into your breath, let go of your outside world, let go of the work, let go of the news, and just be here for yourself and with me for the next 60 minutes to make the most of it. Good. Belly breathing. The wave breathing, an ocean wave. As you inhale, let your belly, ribs and chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Belly, ribs, chest rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. Nice deep full breaths. Take your body out of that fight or flight stress response and brings it back into the present moment, that relaxation mode. Let's do 3 more deep breaths here. All right, glad you made it, John and Deborah and Tyler. Let's bring our hands, oh, and Eric, hi, you made it too. And Bing, good. Let's close our eyes and we'll set an intention for today's class. Let's seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. Oh. we'll start on our backs today. So if you have a block, you can grab it, or if you have a pillow or something, or come on down. Feet flat on the floor. And we'll start, you can see this little arch in my back here. It's like a little duck tail here, and the tailbone is sticking down. The pelvis is tilting like this, and then you want to press your low back into the floor to flatten that curve so my hand can't go through anymore. Flatten that curve and pull the pubic bone up to the belly, and then you're gonna do the same thing, arch so that your hand can go through, and then round up. We're just loosening our low back a little bit. Just doing a few pelvic tilts here. You can press into your heels and lift up a little, even if that's a little bit easier for you. Just a few of these. All right, now we're gonna press into the heels, and we're gonna peel up. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lifting all the way up. And then slowly rolling down. And then lifting up vertebra by vertebra, all the way up, squeezing your glutes at the top, slowly lowering down. And 2 more like that. 1. And last one, lifting up. And slowly lower down. All right, now we're gonna walk our feet a little further apart, further away from you to the top of your mat, heels down, toes up. And then you're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna lift all the way up, and then you'll feel your hamstrings turning on. So we wanna also stretch the hamstrings today, because often when the hamstrings are tight, your low back will, try to compensate for that. And so you'll get low back pain. So you should feel those hamstrings turning on as you come up and down. So let's go up and down and up and down. You should really feel those hamstrings, your posterior chain actually, maybe your low back and your glutes. And down. Let's just do 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1, and slowly come down. Again, if something doesn't feel good for you, then just modify it, or don't do that one. So knees into your chest, and just little circles here. So just massaging your sacrum into the floor. Other way. And then here's where you grab your block if you have it, or a blanket or anything, a pillow. If you don't have anything, then that's fine. But it works better because you can squeeze your adductors together. So squeezing your adductor helps with this one. Arms out to the side, pull the knees up as high as you can. And then you're just gonna slowly drop your knees over. So you're stretching your low back muscles. This helps with the mobility and flexibility of your low back. So you're gonna drop it over to the other side. So if your back is really tight, then maybe your knees will not come all the way to the floor. Maybe it's just hovering right here, and that's enough for you. So that's fine. You can just go at your own pace. Feel the stretch that feels good for you. So if it's your 60-80% and you're hovering above like a foot, that's fine. You just want to make sure you feel it in your back. Again, the higher you draw the knees up, the more of a stretch you'll feel. Okay, so let's just go side. So if it hurts to be so high up, you can lower the knees a little bit. But if you're able to pull it up, you can feel a deeper stretch if your body allows it without, too much pulling. Okay, go ahead and release the block. And then we're gonna do the same thing, dropping the knees to the side, but now we're gonna kick the top leg straight. So drop the knees to the side and kick the top leg straight. So you'll feel little hamstrings, a little IT band stretch here. And you can go at your own tempo. If you like to go nice and slow, that's fine. If you like to pick up the tempo, you can go a little faster. And then you can bring your elbows down on the floor with the palms facing up, and maybe you can kick your foot right into your hand, or maybe you just hold on to the calf here. So you just want to feel, a little touched down. So touching the calf or catching your foot into the opposite hand. And we'll just do 2 more here. Loosening up our back. Feeling the mobility in your low back. So we're going to stop here with the left knee in, and then you'll take it across your body. The left knee across your body. And this may be it for some of you. You might stay here. If you're able to, you're going to take that bottom right leg back. And then you'll bend it and see if you can catch your foot. Little cattail here. So it looks like this shape, right? And you want to fold over so that your sitting bones are stacked one over the other. And then you feel, yeah. So from here, just kind of find a yin pose, like for a few breaths here, relax. It should be relaxed. Relax your shoulders. It might feel better looking up at the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders both onto the floor, or it might feel better if you just turn your head over to the right. So, hand release. Back on your back. And then we'll do the other side. So draw the right knee into your chest and then take it across your body. So you're stacking the hips one over the other. Okay. And then you're going to try to move that left leg back as far as you can. And then you're going to reach back and try to catch it. So if you're not able to catch it, that's fine. You can just bend it as much as you can. Or you can use a belt, a strap, a towel to catch it and pull it back. And then just breathe. Again, either rocking to look to the left, or you can just relax your right shoulder blade also on the floor and find this nice twist up your spine. And release. All right. Right leg up, stretching your hamstrings. So if you have a towel or a strap, you can put it at the bottom of your foot here. And if this is enough stretch, you stay here. If you're able to do more, then you can straighten both legs. Scissor the inner thigh. Draw the shoulders down into the floor. And just relax. So this is a really good restorative type of hamstring stretch. And you're kind of forced to have good posture here, because you're laying on your back. So for some of you less flexible, it might look like this or this. That's fine, as long as you're feeling that stretch in the back of your hamstring. Okay. All right. Then we're going to switch sides. So straighten both legs if you did it on the first side, and just breathe here. Relax your head, your shoulder blades into the floor. Scissor the inner thighs. If you don't have a towel or anything to put around your foot, you can just interlace your fingers behind your legs here too. That's always an option. And if you're more flexible, you can just take your peace fingers around your big toe here. And feel those hamstrings stretching. Try to take this left hip down a little. All right. We're just going to do a little core because you need a strong core for a healthy back as well. So if it's hard for you, you're going to keep your head and shoulders on the floor like this, and you're just going to do this. But if you're able to engage the core even more without straining your neck, so be honest with yourself if it doesn't strain your neck, lift your head and shoulders like you're going to kiss your knee here. Point your toes, straighten the legs, pull the leg in towards you, and then you're going to pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and relax. Knees into your chest, and go ahead and happy baby. Grab onto the inner arches of your, or outer arches of your foot. If you're not able to do this with the bottoms of your foot parallel to the ceiling, you can just grab onto the backs of your hamstrings here, or bring your forearms behind your knees. So if you can't, stamp your low back into the floor, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And some of you might be able to grab your big toes and straighten the legs for a straight leg, happy baby. And bring your feet together, hands behind you, and you're gonna rock up. Let's come on to all fours. And we're gonna do a little dog wags its tail. So that is just like pretend you're a dog and wag your tail side to side, wagging your tail side to side. So you'll feel the spine warming up laterally, and you're able to coordinate with yourself. When your hip is wagging to the right, then you also take the crown of your head to the right. When the hip wags to the left, then the crown of your head to the left. So it's almost like you're trying to see your hip. So the hip is going to the right and the left, and you're like a little kid, like, oh, where is it? Like peekaboo, right there it is. Yeah. So anyways, what's happening, you'll feel the spine coming into this lateral flexion and extension. It's really good also for your low back. All right, and we'll pause there. All right, bring our together and straighten the right leg out, and this is good for your erectors, your core, and your balance. So stretch out the leg if you're able to, opposite arm, and you're just gonna pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna, can you switch it up? Then we're gonna try to do the abductor. See if you can take it out to the side. So, like an airplane out to the side. That's hard, so In class, a lot of people fall down, so don't feel bad if you fell down. Other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then see if you can take awkward airplane all the way out to the side. Yep. And release. Come on back. Let's come on down to the floor, strengthening our back muscles here. And chin down and hands by the hips. You're gonna come on up, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your legs and come down. See if you can come up with your legs straight and then squeeze your legs together. And one time up. And coming down, hands can be either right here, an easy Sphinx pose, forearms down, like this, or you can come into a fuller cobra pose. Again, listen to your body, hands by your chest here, roll on up, roll your shoulders back, take the back of your neck back if you can. 3, 2, and 1. All right. And then curl the toes and pop back into downward facing dog. So go ahead and pedal your feet. Shake your head yes and no. And we'll bring our feet together and we'll bring the right leg up. And then we'll bring it forward between your hands. And then the left leg steps forward, forward folds. And circle the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle the arms, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, left leg back, lower to your belly. Point your toes, come up for cobra. Your favorite cobra on your forearms if you like. Curl the toes, downward dog. Left leg up. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward, forward fold. Circle the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle the arms. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, right leg back. Lower to your belly or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And downward dog. Left leg lifts. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right, so we're gonna take our feet about hips width distance apart. And then we're gonna punch your fist up and then grab it with one hand. It doesn't matter which hand, we'll switch, okay? So the feet are parallelish. Lift your kneecaps. Draw your belly into your towards your spine. And then you're going to send your hips back as you come forward. Bring your arms between your knees and then bend your knees and slowly tuck your tailbone under and come up. Nice flowy. I'll show you the side profile. So it looks like this. So hips back, knees back as you slowly hinge forward. And then you swing the arms between your legs, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, and stack one vertebra at a time as you come up. So hips back. This helps bring that fluidity into your spine. Bending your knees, stacking one vertebra at a time. And then switching hands. So whichever fist you grabbed at first, go ahead, switch it. And we'll do the next one, the other one. So hips back, knees back, nice flat back. Swing the arms through your legs, bend your knees, and then tuck your tailbone under. Let's slowly roll up. Let's do 3 more. Should feel your spine start to loosen up. Okay, good. All right. Now we're gonna come. You can stay on your mat, or you can grab blocks. And if you're new to yoga and you tend to round a lot, I want you to go to a chair or a piece of furniture that you can do this, a table or chair. Hips back, knees back, and your back's nice and flat. And then just fold forward. The knees are straight but not locked. And you should feel this nice release in your back. Okay. And then from there, you're going to take your hands to the floor or on a block or on your table. It can be a table or furniture here. So I'll just do fingertips down. Most of you will just have your fingertips down. Or hold on to a can or something, okay? So maybe I'll use a block for you. So then from here, Prasarita, hips back, spin the inner thighs back. Knees are not locked, but they're straight, and then take your hips back and knees back. And then you're gonna gaze down, and you're gonna look up. So try to twist your body up. So I know some of you are joining that are new to yoga. If this is really hard for you, you can take your hand on your sacrum, your low back, and all you do is just tilt that shoulder up and down as much as you can. So just roll it up and back down, okay? For most people, you're just gonna come down. And it's okay if your hip goes with you a little bit, but you wanna move your whole chest. Everything turns, everything turns. Okay, and back down, and turn, and back down, and turn. And turn and lift. Spin all the ribs. Last one here. All right, and then other side, so switch hands, and you'll do the same thing, turning. And back to center. and turning. So making sure to rotate the spine as you can from the waist. Turning the chest all the way to the right now. Try to keep your crown of your head pulled straight, so neck in line with your spine. We'll do 2 more here. All right, and then now we're going to slowly bring our feet together. Grab your big toes here. You could bend your knees if you need to. Lift and lengthen, and then pull elbows out to the side, forehead towards your shin. And circle the arms, come all the way up. And then hands in front of your heart. All right, so legs are wide again. And let's shift our hips from right to left. And you're gonna shift your hips to the right. Shift the hips to the right as much as you can. You'll feel the side body stretch. And you're gonna reach your arms overhead and maybe turn your gaze up. So try to keep your rib cage right over your hips here. If you're more flexible, feel free to slide your hand down to the side, but don't do here. Just go to your good stretch. Come on up. And then you reset, you lengthen up through the crown of your head, and then shift your hip out to the other side, reaching up and over, turning the gaze up. Good, come on back. Interlace your fingers, bend your knees, and slowly reach your arms overhead. If this is hard for you to do, if you have tight shoulders, it's easier to take a strap or something and do this. Otherwise, you're like, and release your hands to the floor. Let's step it back and come on down to your belly. Point your toes. Let's come on up for Cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bend it and stack it. Open your hips, look under your left underarm. Should feel those right hip flexors stretch. And bring it forward. Let's spin the back heel down for Warrior One. So Warrior One, heel to heel alignment. Pressing down. And trying to separate your feet away from each other. Left elbow over right. Lift your elbow, take your heel away from your face. So you can just feel the back, upper back stretching here. And release. and we'll do some bear swimming. So this is good for your back here. So you're gonna, and your lung points here. So you're gonna exhale as you come forward, nice flat back, and then you're gonna swim it out. Inhale. And you can straighten the front leg a little, fingers spiral in. Exhale forward. Inhale, swim it back. So exhale, let out all the negative feelings, emotions that you have, any negative energy you have in your system, let it out so that you can make room for new energy in, positive energy in. Exhale, cloudy gray energy. Inhale, new energy in. Breathing deep to those lower lungs. When you exhale completely, then you can inhale fully. Inhale inspiration into your nice deep flow into the lungs. And then pause here. Interlace your fingers. And then see if you can just lean down forward or grab a strap between your arms and come up for humble warrior, arms over your head. Release. Let's quarter turn. Parallel your feet, and we'll do your side. So then you're gonna quarter turn. Warrior one facing the other side. Right elbow over left. You want to protract your shoulder blades away from each other. Lift your elbows, hands away from the face. Good, and release. Palms facing up. Exhale forward. Inhale, swim it back. Exhale forward. Inhale, swim it back. Exhale completely. Cloudy gray energy out. Inhale, new energy in. Exhale. Inhale. And last one. Exhale completely, any gray, stale energy out. Full breath of inspiration and courage. And then you want to clasp your opposite pinky behind you and come down for humble warrior. And release. Let's quarter turn back to center. And we're gonna slowly come on up. Tuck the tailbone under. And we're gonna turn for warrior two legs, heel to arch alignment. And you're gonna turn the palm up. And you're just gonna rest your elbow here towards your knee, and then you want to see if you can spin, like turn the ribs and the chest up towards the sky for that body stretch. And then you're gonna reverse the warrior, so just a little pressure back there on the leg. Bend into the front knee a little, find a deeper side body stretch. Maybe even swim that hand behind you to the front leg if you're more flexible. Good. And then we're going to straighten the front leg and turn parallel And we'll do the other side. So elbow towards the knee, pressing down to the side body. And you want to turn the whole chest up towards the ceiling if you can. Breathe into that side body. And then you'll reverse the warrior, bend a little deeper in the front knee. Maybe even take your hand behind. All right. And then we're gonna heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And shake it out. Let's roll it out. Let's do a little shaking because I got some good feedback last time to release any tension in your body. Lift up to your tippy toes. Inhale, and then exhale, just relax and let go. Let go of any tension, tightness you feel in your body, in your spine, in your shoulders. And inhale up, exhale. Shake it out, tension and tightness. And you can make noise to let go of emotional stress. You want to inhale through the nose, out the mouth, and you can make any loud noise or any sound like you're playing on a playground and you're like a little kid. Okay. It really works. That's what I'm doing. So emotionally, let's go of anything you're holding on to. And one more. And pause. Close your eyes. See if you can feel all that energy circulating in your body, tingling down the arms. All right. And we're gonna come on down now. So let's come on down and we'll bring your right leg forward for a low lunge. You're gonna interlace your fingers and then you're gonna bring your hips forward. So try to keep your upper body upright so you're not leaning forward too much if you can. So maybe if it means you have to come up a little, then come up a little, but you want to feel the left hip flexors stretching. So make sure your hips are squared forward. So you'll bring your right hip back, left hip forward. And when you come down, you should feel the left hip flexor stretching here. And bring your hands to the floor. You're just gonna shift your hips back so the heel is up, the toes are down. So you're gonna stretch into your hamstrings. So isometrically drag your heels in towards you, and then if you have blocks or cans or something at home to hold on to, it might be easier like this. Taking the right hip back. And if you're more flexible, you can just come on down. Fold forward, forehead towards your shin. Get then you can bend and straighten the front leg a little bit. The hamstrings are really important for your low back. So if you want to work dynamically into it, just forward and back like this. Forward and back. All right. And then you're going to come on up and take your right palm up. You can just lean down this way, and you're just going to side bend here. Again, the lateral side, stretching out. The side body is also plays an important part in a healthy back. And coming back to center. And we'll do the other side. So the left foot comes forward, interlace your fingers, and you're going to bring your hips forward. So pressing into the back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. Good. And then if you have blocks, you can hold on to the blocks or fingers to the floor and wiggle the knee as far back as you can. And then you're going to shift your hips back for Ardha Hanuman. So heel down, toes up, and then isometrically dragging this left heel back towards you. It turns on your hamstrings. So from there you can come forward if you're able to, otherwise you stay up. And then from here you can, if you like to do this dynamic work, forward and back, forward, and then pull back, forward and back, forward, back. All right, come on up. You want to square your hips forward, and I'm just going to turn to the side just so you see. So then you just take this hand up, or you can just have it here. You just want to bring the elbow down somewhere comfortable on the thigh here, and you want the ribs right over your hips here, and you're going to side bend here. So fanning out your rib cage, really feeling maybe just over hips there, stretching the lateral side. All right, now we're going to come on down. Let's do a puppy pose. So your knees stay over your hips stay over the wide knees, and then you're just going to bring your forehead to the floor and reach your arms over your head. And then you'll melt your heart down towards the floor. If you're able to, you'll put the chin and chest. Use chest, chin, if you're able to. And then you'll slowly come on up. And we're gonna take one more stretch here in the leg. Yeah, the right leg is straight, Janushirshasana. So this is great for your hamstring and your low back. So you just want to make sure your pelvis is correct. So I don't want to see the pelvis like this with your low back rounded like this. You want to sit up nice and tall and tuck your tailbone, your pubic bone down so the tailbone comes up, heel down, toes up. And then you might need a strap. Maybe you're like this. Or maybe your left arm will come up and then you'll reach it towards the outer edge of your foot, or if you can't reach that far, just the outside of your calf here is fine, and just fold forward. So if you have a posture that your back is always rounded and this does not feel good for you, that would happen if your pelvis is in the incorrect placement. Then I want you to, instead of this pose, I want you to go on your back and do the one we did when we first started. You can just do this, okay? Because that's effective and it keeps your pelvis in the right position. Otherwise, you're like this with the rest of the class. So with the right leg stretching, you should also be feeling the lower left back stretching. Let's do a few more breaths here. Heel, the right heel down, isometrically pulling it back towards your right hip. And then come on up. You're gonna stamp your left foot into the floor. And then you're gonna hop your foot over your leg. So it's like that. Hands behind you, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades, and you can either hug like this, or if you're more flexible, you're gonna take the elbow over your knee and twist like this. So again, lengthening, pressing fingers into the back, fingers lifting up through the crown of your head, draw the belly in, and that's where the twist begins. And then you'll slowly rotate, super straight spine, rotate, rotate, rotate your ribs and the gaze to look over your left shoulder if you're able to. And release. And then switch sides. So go ahead and switch. The right leg comes in like tree pose. Spin the inner thighs out. Again, you want like a little ducktail if you can, pubic bone down. You'll know when you do this if it doesn't feel good in your back, then please lay on your back like I showed you at first. And you want to aim toward the outer edge of your foot or outer edge of your leg. So anywhere you can catch, it's good. I like to put my thumb here, just kind of weight it down and fold forward, forehead towards your shin. Again, most of you should be feeling the stretch in the back of your left hamstring and your lower right back is stretching. Come on up. And then take your foot, hop it over, lift and lengthen, and then twist. So you're gonna twist towards your bent knee, maybe hugging it, or maybe your elbow over the knee. And lay through the crown of your head, twisting, twisting, twisting. Maybe gazing over your shoulder, or maybe not. Just find that nice stretch, that nice twist. All right, now we're gonna come on down to our backs. And you're gonna take Gomukhasana legs, it's eagle legs. So the right knee is gonna cross over your left knee. It's kind of like how ladies sit. Right knee over the left knee. And then from here, you're gonna grab either the knees or the shin and pull knees in closer to your chest. If you're more flexible, if you're less flexible, you'll just hold on to the back of your leg anywhere and try to pull it in. If you're more flexible, you'll slowly lower to their shins, maybe to your ankles, and some of you can even grab the outer edges of your foot and then pull your feet away from each other. That's the deepest stretch. So you just want to relax your head and shoulders into the floor and pull your knees in towards your sternum. So you can adjust your hands if it feels better hugging. Maybe you just want to hug like this or like this. Yeah. And then breathe into this. You should feel this nice, you will feel it where you're tight. So hip, outer hip, piriformis. You can tell me where you feel it. And breathe in your joints. All right, and then we're going to release, open up, and then other side. So the left knee is over the right knee now, and the same thing, you pull it in. You can just hug it in towards, you want to bring your knee in towards your sternum between your chest, and you can, depending on flexibility, take your hands to the shins or to the ankles or to the outer edges of your foot. And pull it in. Yeah. Again, you'll feel it where you're tight. I feel all along here. So if you're somewhere around there, you're in good company, but it's not unusual to feel it somewhere completely different, because we all have different bodies and different ways of carrying ourselves through the day. So we hold tension in different areas. So 3. And relax. Feet flat on the floor, nice and wide, and just drop your knees from side to side. Just feel little low back release, and then you can slowly roll on up for one last bridge pose. Or if you want, you can do a full back bend. Most of you will just do a quick bridge pose. I know some of you can go up into full back bend, so why not? Your back is primed. Don't do this if you've never before. 3. Okay. Alright. So you might enjoy a fish pose. So that's palms facing down, press into the elbows, lift up your sternum, and then maybe your head drops back. Maybe it touches the floor, or maybe it doesn't. But it should feel good. And then relax down. Inhale through your nose, out the mouth. And just feel for a moment. You might want to bend your knees if you have back issues. It might feel better. And just feel how your back feels after our healthy back workout flow. Notice how you feel in your whole body. And just let your body soak up all this positive energy that we just generated as we release all of that negative tension or tightness or stress in our bodies. And we make our bodies lighter and freer. All right, knees into your chest, and we're gonna rock up to a seated position. And circle the arms up, hands in front of your heart, and smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. I hope your back feels better. And please subscribe and like my channel and make comments under the video. And some of you asked how you can support my live streams, and I just want to thank you. You know who you are. And while it brings me joy to be able to bring my yoga to everybody that's in my in-class, that's normally in my classes, you know, I'm no longer getting because I'm not in a class. So if your income has also been affected as mine has, don't worry about it. These are my gift to you. However, if you're in a place to do so, please consider supporting me and my ability to bring these to you in your home. And you can do that by sponsoring me on Patreon. There's more information in the link below the video. Thanks, everybody, for joining. And I live stream for now while we're in quarantine every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So please, at 5 p.m. Pacific time, please join me again. Subscribe to my channel, like, and comment underneath the video where people can see it. Thank you so much. Namaste, be safe, shelter in place.